State investigators are searching a Jacksonville funeral home looking for evidence of mishandled remains and money. The Florida Department of Financial Services sent agents to the Marion Graham Mortuary in Lake Forest Hills. They have an arrest warrant out for the funeral home director. Action News Jackson Annette Gutierrez is live there at the funeral home. Annette, you talked with two families who say they've had bad experiences there.
John, and you can actually still see investigators are here on property right next to the funeral home. If you take a look, you can actually see lights are on inside, but we're not sure if anyone's inside. Now, I actually talked to two families who say they have had several issues with the funeral home. One of them told me they are not surprised to hear about this investigation. The second one told me they were the ones who filed the complaint. Today, the Florida Department of Financial Services, or DFS, secured an arrest warrant for Elliot Maurice Graham after issuing a search warrant. He is the funeral director of Marion Graham Mortuaries on Gandy Street in the Lake Forest Hills neighborhood. DFS opened an investigation after the department received complaints for his, quote, mishandling of cremated human remains. Action News Jack's law and safety expert Dale Carson says a crime like this is usually undetectable.
Because in these kinds of circumstances, it's likely that the family won't know whether or not they've received improper remains, particularly if it's in a cremated state.
Florida's chief financial officer, Jimmy Petronis, said Graham is accused of stealing money, giving out fake remains, and abandoning the funeral home. In an emailed statement, Petronis said in part, quote, "We are going to do everything possible to put this guy behind bars for a very long time. Nothing is more important than the family, and as our loved ones pass away, it's always a difficult situation, and families are entrusting funeral directors to treat their loved ones with respect and dignity." DFS said investigators found the remains of 3 human bodies and worked to reunite them with their loved ones. Now, this is an active crime scene. Officials say as the investigation continues, and if there are others accused of being involved, they will also be held accountable. Graham is facing 1 felony count of grand theft and 1 misdemeanor count of improper preservation of a human body. Carson says if Graham is sentenced, he could face up to 15 years in prison. And as for the family members, we are told we are expecting to get a statement from them in the near future. For local coverage you can count on, reporting live on the north side, Annette Gutierrez, Action News Jax.